Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Tetragrammaton. This is turn 9. And so you may be asking yourself, wait a second, what happened to turn 8? So I had a little bit of an accident on the recording for turn 8, and it didn't make it. It is not recoverable, unfortunately. So there is no turn 8, but I'll do my best to kind of go over what happened on turn 8, and we'll be able to go. So let's jump into things, shall we? All right, so we've got searched in Kunaral for magic sites. Didn't find anything. Did 2 battles, one in Greenwoods, one in Underspring. Let's go and watch. All right, so this is a little expansion party. So kind of giving you a heads up of what happened in turn 8. This is a little expansion party that we sent out against the Bear Tribe to the east of our capital. And this is a little dangerous. Bear Tribe have hatchets, right? So they hit somewhat hard, but they don't hit as hard as something like Bone Tribe, right? Obviously, and they don't hit, and they actually, for me, my opinion, they don't hit as hard as something like Wolf Tribe, because Wolf Tribe have the double daggers that are piercing. So I actually think Bear Tribe's kind of meh, kind of whatever, right? And then their ranged variants just have javelins and spears, so they're kind of whatever. We're just gonna watch as this happens. So importantly, right? The commander in the back gets popped by our Musushus. Their infantry gets routed, but we would have to fight this big old block of Bear Tribe, which would potentially be a problem, except now we've also killed their Barbarian Chief, and the whole group's gonna rout. So, we probably would have won even if we didn't get the commanders popped, but we did a much better job because of that. 14 versus 47. Attack rear commands, man. Attack rear. Which, if we were running into attack rear commands right now, we'd be getting fucked too. Alright, and then we have a battle in Underspring. This is to the south. What? To the south? Why are you going to the south? Yeah, why are you going to the south? Okay, so we're attacking the cave province here. So hopefully, yeah, we're gonna be able to just go behind and pop. Easy peasy. This would have been a pretty easy fight regardless. My Musushus have, oh no, they don't have. They have Unsurroundable. So we actually don't have Dark Vision. I thought we did have Dark Vision on my Mushu. Darn. Then we have an unexpected event in which really sucks. Ugh. Minus 100% tax and 16 unrest. Oof. Big oof. Okay, let's talk about what's going on here. Okay, why did we move down into Underspring? Because of this. Fomoria moved into 131 on turn 8. And I've had some communication with them now, but they've actually kind of stopped talking. I don't know if they've stopped talking because they don't want to give me information, or just because maybe they're busy. Who knows? Never know, right? However, they did tell me that Agartha also reached out to them. So we were not the only person that Agartha reached out to. Agartha apparently reached out to at least 2 people, telling us to finish him off. Fomoria has jumped on that boat. At least I thought they had jumped on the boat, right? I had moved here on turn 8. We were going to move into the womb, right? Remember, we were going to move from Perenna and from Bell into the womb, but Fomoria had already moved there, right? And I'm not trying to straight up declare a war against Fomoria at the moment, so I said, fine, fuck it, they're going to take Agartha, I'm going to take Underspring and head back down towards the south. Or something, I don't know. I don't really care about Fever Fins. Honestly, it's a disease trap, is what it is. It's got incredibly low population. I'll send my god there or something like that when it comes up eventually. There's zero purpose for me to try to take it right now, especially since Pangea is not breathing down my neck about this area, right? Also, Jesus, that is some scary amount of, like, bone tribe. Anyways, so this is an issue. This is absolutely an issue. Obviously, our expansion has been stifled, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 provinces on turn 9. I guess it's not abysmal. It's not Agartha, right? But it's definitely not Fimoria. Because we don't have our Bless active, we're at a very low power threshold. We're basically waiting for our god to come back to life and then be able to bounce back. Fimoria is big, and I don't mind that necessarily. But snaking up this direction was already kind of inherently kind of like this move of like, okay, what did you expect to happen? You're obviously trying to land grab from your neighbors, okay? And I don't know why they didn't. I don't know. To complicate matters, I just don't know why Fimoria didn't jump on Agartha's capital, right? I tried asking them, hey, are you, just confirm for me, are you going to take the capital or not, right? Because if they're not going to take the capital, I'll fucking take the capital. Absolutely. I've got an army here. I'll go take the capital. It'll take me a couple turns. It's a 250 wall integrity, but Agartha's not doing anything. I'll sit there for 3 or 4 turns to take a capital, city capital. Absolutely. And if my god comes back in time, I'm actually decently happy with this as an army to try and take other things. You know? But if Fimoria is going to be taking it, well, that's a real weird fucking scenario, right? To have Fimoria control this. This is not me saying that I am going to war with Fimoria. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's gonna be incredibly complicated to not go to war with Fimoria because of how they are expanding. If you expand aggressively like this and just slam your way into other people's expansion paths or into other people's cap circles or, you know, etc., etc., even especially to the point to where, like, if you are so bold as to try to claim the capital of the diagonal kingdom to you, you're gonna have a noodle for an empire. So like I said, this is not me saying I'm going to war with Fimoria, but this is definitely me saying it's gonna be hard not to, depending on what happens. Now, like I said, I've reached out to Fimoria. I'm trying to await a response. But since Fever Fens doesn't interest me at all, right? I'm not going to move this army down there. Even if I moved the army down there, I would just take diseases walking through it. But even if I didn't, right? Where would I go? I'd be here on turn 10, right? Here on turn 11, here on turn 12, I guess here on turn 13, and then I'm not taking that throne immediately. It's got devils at it, right? Maybe bouncing back over to this. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep this army in the area, and I might actually start moving up to take the coast around, on the concept of waiting for Fimoria's answer. So, we are moving Masanapada with the entire group up back into Bel. Okay? We are moving Enkidu Slave 1. We're moving him into Perina. We did start our palisade last on the missing video, right? Last turn. So that's going. We did conquer Greenwoods last turn. We're actually moving back into on this turn because we want to recombine. We want to combine armies with this before we try to attack Sinkhole Swamp. And we're actually recruiting a NC. Okay? NCs are good commanders and they're priest 3s. This is in anticipation for my god reviving in the next couple months. If I don't get him next month or the month after that, right? He is a spring immortal as well as just a regular immortal. So if I do not get him in the next 2 turns, or next 3 turns, I guess, I'm definitely getting him on turn 13. Turn 13 should be the last turn that I go. No, turn 12 would be the last turn that I might go without a god. Turn 13, I should have my god back. Pretty much guaranteed. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create an army that is good to go with the Bless. I want to hit Sinkhole Swamp, but it's got a lot of Lizard Warriors and a lot of Crocodiles, and that's honestly dangerous. It honestly is very dangerous. And then over here we've got potentially 70, and we've seen this fluctuate between like 50 to 70 Wolf Tribe, and that's also very dangerous, especially without my Bless. So we're kind of in this very weird holding pattern, and I'm not happy about it, but it kind of is what it is, right? We're kind of trying to figure out what's going on with Memoria. I'm not gonna lie, Yomi is up here, right, making comments. They have moved kind of down into this area, or tried to move down into this area. I'm trying to get some more scouting going on over there. This has just turned into a super weird early game, right? We had really good luck initially in the first few turns, and then we had really bad luck in the next few turns, and then we had this kind of like odd situation where we were having bad luck, but diplomacy-wise everything was working out okay, and then we had this weird scenario where we clashed with Agartha, we bumped with Agartha, and suddenly they are saying, conquer us, it's done, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is going to make up for the bad expansion. But then they apparently also said that to Femoria, so now Femoria's just ramrodded their way up into things. So we're going to have to see how things go. Simple as that. Research-wise, we are moving up into Research 3. That's the plan. It's gonna take a little while. I have moved a Earth Gudu out in order to try to get some more Earth income as well. Going slow, y'all. It's going slow. It's not working out super smooth. I'm not sure that I tried this build. I tested it, the tested expansion with it multiple times over and over again. And the expansion for the build does just fine when you don't bump your god into an enemy player's army that wipes it. But sans good expansion, sans 15 to 20 provinces, I don't think this build really is gonna do much. So this might still be one of those weird sub 30 games. So we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I think that's probably going to be it for the turn. We've spent a lot of money, by the way, getting our defense up in locations, trying to avoid bad events. We do have Enkidu elders that are moving out to hopefully start beefing up the defense in some of our better provinces, right? We're gonna see how that goes. I want to get a freaking, man, I've got so much good land that if I wasn't just dusted in Tyrannia, we could be making a big play for stuff on. we'll see how it goes. All right, I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.